Hey YouTube, how you doing? Today I want to just give you a quick guide on the packs, the premium packs in War Thunder, what you should spend your money on if you're looking to add a little bit of pay to play to your War Thunder gaming experience. So let's jump in. So the 4 things that I am going to be covering is what you should buy, when you should buy, what you should be looking out for when you're kind of navigating these purchases, and then why you should buy. So my opinions on why you should buy War Thunder packs. Okay, so first things first, really, when you should buy. Now, War Thunder have various times throughout the year that they advertise these sales, these discounts on their products. And for the most part, they fall around like calendar holidays. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, I think there was one on Halloween. There will likely be one on April Fools to time with the yearly April Fools event that War Thunder do. Maybe an Easter sale, maybe a summer sale on Steam. And that's another thing to remember, that you have the normal gauging launcher, but you also have the Steam side launcher where you can purchase things through Steam. Not everything is available through Steam, however, so your mileage may vary. So the 2 sales to look out for mainly are the Black Friday and birthday sale in November. So War Thunder's birthday comes around every year in November, and obviously Black Friday is around the same time. Now, I've been into War Thunder now for about 9 months. I've put a lot of time into this game, probably not a lot in comparison to some people who main this game day in, day out for years. But I love this game now, and there are a few things that I've learned just from both talking to my buddy Park Tato, who you've seen in some of my videos, as well as watching larger content creators such as Fly and Spitfire. And for the most part, these sales occur relatively regularly. Like I say, there's one every November, there's one every Christmas as well. There was a sale, New Year sales as well. So always keep an eye out for those times. So moving on to what you should buy. Now, there's a couple of ways to look at this. You can buy, obviously, planes in packs, like there are planes that are purchasable through packs, such as, I'm pretty sure this BF109 came in a pack. You know, there's the P51D 20NA, which comes in a pack. All of these are identifiable by the fact that they say pack and then the battle rating of that plane or tank or ship. You may be into all of them. I'm mostly going to cover tanks and planes here because I'm not dealt with ships yet. If you want to buy fleets, I guess this kind of applies, but you just have to kind of extrapolate what we're saying out to fleets as well. So across all of the different nations, you have got various different premium planes, and that's what we're focusing on here, the premium planes that you can purchase through either packs or through Golden Eagles. Now, if you're not familiar with Golden Eagles, they are the premium currency of War Thunder. You've got your Silver Lions, main currency. You earn these through playing matches. You've got your Golden Eagles as your premium currency, which is what you exchange for your cold hard wonga, your cold hard cash. For instance, our lovely not so great British pounds that you can see here, £16.50 for 2,500 Golden Eagles. We'll cover Golden Eagles a little bit later, but for now we'll just touch on some of the different planes you can buy across both packs and Golden Eagles. So in terms of what you should buy, there's various throughout the trees. I'm going to be reading off a list here rather than off the top of my head, because there's no way I could remember all of the ones that I've had fun in and recommend. Spoiler alert, I've purchased quite a few. So starting off with Great Britain. Okay, so starting off with Great Britain, the first 2 that I would really recommend are the Mustang Mark 1A and the Wyvern S4. Now, these 2 planes, in my opinion, have been some of the most fun and the most rewarding, like literally rewarding, not emotionally rewarding, but the most rewarding to fly in the British tree. Now, the Mustang itself is a 3.7, which sits itself quite well in with all of these other planes. You've got a 462% reward bonus and on research, and an 858 reward bonus on Lions. Therefore, it's a Lion maker for sure, but it's also a bit of a research maker. Now, obviously, your research unlocks further planes, and this is where the actual benefit of buying premium planes comes in. We'll go into a little bit more depth on this in a bit later in the video. However, what essentially happens is when you fly premium planes, or various planes have different levels of reward for Lions and for research as you go further up the tiers, but the premium tend to have that higher level of bonus. Now, what happens is when you also have a premium account, that compounds and you get 100% extra on top of that. when it comes to research, and 50% extra on top of that when it comes to alliance. So with that in mind, that gives you like your compound reward of 462% and 858%. So for all the numbers I'm going to be talking, it is bearing in mind that you have a premium account, because chances are if you want to buy a plane, you should probably also have a premium account as well, because if you're spending your money there, you might as well spend your money on premium at the same time, as it does generate more in-game currency for you to spend. So the Mustang itself is a great little flyer. It's got 4 Hispanos, which is a lot of fun. It's not a turn fighter, but it's still pretty quick. The Wyvern S4, however, is probably one of my favorite planes I've ever flown, in terms of it's just good at getting the job done. It's not a fighter, right? It's a bomber. So it's a strike fighter. It is for taking out ground targets in realistic battles. If you turn in this, you will lose a lot of your speed, and in my opinion, it's not there for that. And at the end of the day, if you're taking out ground targets, you're generating a lot of XP and a lot of lines anyway. So the best way to do that, if you get the Wyvern, is to attack ground targets with it. I've done a whole video on how to play this, link in the description or up here. Wait, I'm not in the, somewhere in the video, you will see it. And yeah, the Wyvern is great for that. So then in terms of like the German tree, then we've got the KV1, which is a tank. So the German KV1, has it gone here? This 4.7 beast. I've had so much fun in this thing. I basically use this tank to grind up to rank 3 in its entirety. I basically just used this KV1, as you can see, by the fact that this is rank 27 and I've got 332 points to spend. I'll do that later. But yeah, so the KV1, great little tank. I haven't bought a British premium tank. However, I have it on good authority from old Lemon Man Park Tato that the Sherman 1C here is an absolute beast. This thing apparently earns him plenty of reward and is also, pun not intended, built like a tank. Also, quickly jumping back into Britain on the aviation, this Hunter FGA9 is a lot of fun. I actually quite like flying this. I know it's a jet, I know it's quite high up, and the costs are pretty astronomical, but flying jets can be fun, promise you. Same thing with Mother Russia, the MiG-17AS, another good plane. I personally think the Hunter is better than the MiG, but both are just good fun. If you want to buy a jet, I suggest doing it. It's a good way to get into that high tier pretty early. You do generally get a good balance of reward for the effort that you put in. Just do your research on flying jets beforehand. Take them out for some test flights. They don't fly like these low-level planes. In my opinion, low tier is best tier in War Thunder. Fight me in the comments, but like, there's something different and special about actually having a jet and flying it. In the USA tree, the XP55 is a lot of fun. Like, this thing is fast, it turns really well. It's just a bit of like a gimmick plane. It's one of those planes that War Thunder have chucked in there and gone, you know what, let people have some fun. Jackie P and I, we love playing this together. It's a great little plane to fly as a duo because it turns pretty well, so you can have each other's back. And I mean, it rips. In terms of battles, it rips. The BF109 F4, captured BF109, is actually pretty good. Like, I quite like this. I would recommend picking it up, because when it comes to the German tree, having something like that can actually kind of help you break out. I don't really vibe with the German tree that much. I mean, I kind of need to go back and replay a bit more, but I got a bit bored of being shit on by every other rank and every other nation out there, especially Russia. When it comes to Russia, I've obviously got the Mark IIB and this biplane. This biplane's actually pretty good. I mean, it's a 2.0, it's nothing fancy, but the Mark IIB itself, I like Hurricanes. I think they fly really nicely, and this kind of gives you a nice plane to fly to unlock some of this, so you've got something more to play with if you don't always want to jump back and start with all of these basic planes. So then in the German tree, you can see I've got the HE112. This was actually unlocked as part of a starter pack. More on that in just a sec. But also the Focke-Wulf 190. This thing, again, it rips. I'm not too good with it, hence why I've like barely played it. The German tree isn't something we've really delved into much. However, when I have flown it, it's a lot of fun. I would recommend picking it up. Also, look at that reward. 516 and 825 is one hell of a reward bonus. Okay, so now touching on starter packs. So every single faction has a starter pack. So if we're in the online store here, you can see that you've got all your packs, and chances are if you filter these by price, low to high, there it is, there's the starter packs. I would recommend picking up these starter packs. In sale, they often end up being like £2-3. Obviously, your currency changes that. But yeah, like pretty much all of these starter packs are usually pretty cheap. Italian, Japanese, British, French. I don't know if it's just not showing me the rest of them. But yeah, you can get like a starter pack for pretty much every single one. I would show you Steam, but I'm not logged in through Steam right now. So you can get starter pack. Generally speaking, let's go on here. You get a plane, you get a tank, you get some lines, and 7 days of premium. So if you actually get, say, all of the starter packs in a sale, you spend less than 20 quid, I'm pretty sure, but you usually get 2 premium vehicles, 7 days of premium, a bunch of silver lions. So you get like a nice bit of a starter across all of them, and I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend picking up starter packs. Definitely worth the investment, especially when you're in a sale. And to be honest, like, they're not that expensive when they're out of sale, but I would always recommend picking these up in a sale, just purely because of the value that you get, and the sales are usually pretty good. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, there are a couple of things to look out for. So one of them being, like I say, the reward bonus. You, generally speaking, get reward bonus with premium planes. That might help define your decision on what to get. So when you're thinking about what to get, maybe, you know, you can always like test fly the premium planes, figure out how they fly, if you like flying them. If they are premium variants of planes you've already flown, that's always a good tester. Hopefully my recommendations in this video have helped as well. But also you can keep an eye on that reward bonus. You can keep an eye on things like your repair cost and stuff like that. A couple of things to look out for there. As well as, like I say, when you're actually buying these packs, keep an eye on what comes with it. So say, for instance, you want to buy like the Seahawk pack. Some of the individual plane packs will come with various things. So if you go on here, you can see you get the plane, you get 2,000 golden eagles, and you get premium account for 15 days. Now, this bit here is what varies depending on the rank of the pack. Some come with 1,000, some come with 7 days of premium. So those are things to look out for when you're purchasing. Not all pack planes come with 15 days. Some come with 7. Not all come with 2,000 eagles. Some come with 1. So that brings me on to golden eagles. Obviously, like I say, some are purchased via golden eagles, and again, golden eagles are often on sale. It's always best to buy like the 5 or the 10,000 pack. This sale is usually pretty good. Like I picked up, I think 5,000 golden eagles for like £12 or something, which obviously makes it cheaper than buying 2,500. So keep an eye on golden eagle sales. Again, premium account sales also happen. So not only do you get a discount on buying the golden eagles, but you also get discount on buying premium. So for instance, I bought 90 days premium when it was about 2,000, and I've still got various 76 days left. So like I say, sales, really good time to purchase golden eagles, to purchase packs, to purchase premium accounts, because you just get so much more for your money. I would recommend, if you are wanting to purchase some of these vehicles, that you hold out for those sales. Like I say, they do generally occur mostly at like the November to January time, but just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on the Twitter page, keep an eye on the Reddit thread, on the website, on the in-game information, just to try and figure out when those sales are coming. Okay, then finally, my opinion on like why you should buy. So for me, War Thunder is a great game. There are planes that I like flying, there are planes I don't like flying. However, the premium planes are a great way to unlock everything quicker and figure out what it actually is that you'd like flying. So for me, Great Britain, when we played planes in Great Britain, as you can see, I've got obviously 3 premium planes hanging around here. But these planes are just a lot of fun. So I've got, you know, the Tux Gladiator, which came with the starter pack. You've got the Boomerang Mark 1, which is great. The Hellcat Mark 2, which is it's pretty good. The Mustang, like I say, is one of my faves, and the Wyvern, which is one of my faves. These two here, these got me practically up to rank 3 on my own. And then once you get up to like this level, these premium planes obviously carry over then into your army. So for instance, if I wanted to, I could take like one of my crews here and bring in one of my planes into my army, so that when we're playing realistic battles, I can bring in a Wyvern and I can drop some bombs on some tanks. So it's not just that you're buying premium planes for premium planes' sake. It's like they're a good way to have more fun in the game. Like I say, this XP55 is a bit of an experimental plane. So it's a bit more fun to fly. It's a bit more of a gimmick. It's a bit more of an things come up against when you play against it. So why you should buy these planes and why you should buy these premium things isn't just because, you know, you like the game. It's a good way to support the game. I know, like, microtransactions are a bit of a plague on games at the moment, and I completely understand that. But from a player perspective, having the ability to potentially pay for some planes that give you greater reward, that also are often bundled with some premium currency and some premium account time, in my opinion, is a great way to go. And fair play to War Thunder for offering sales on these, and fair play to War Thunder for even offering average price stuff. There are some things in here which are massively overpriced and I would never suggest buying, but you know, things like this, 50% off, you know, yearly practically, and I would definitely recommend buying them. Okay, that does do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this kind of gave you some inspiration as to what to buy, whether or not you should consider buying it, the reasons to buy it, and hopefully now you can make an informed decision. I hope that helped. If you did like it, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment down below with any of your thoughts if you went on to buy anything. Don't forget to subscribe and like the bell to stay up to date for whenever I release a new video, and until the next one, see ya.